Going live, eh?
We were like brothers, everybody said we looked the same. You were a little taller, I'm brother, I'm older. We were afraid of your mother, hell seems to hit you so hard. And you got too far from you were a baby, you still leave me for my thoughts to grow. You bring me to the road. That you're so irregular, go pushing in my skull, seeing you're gonna kill me if I tell. I never did and I never will. The house was living hell.
Hey. So it's the same people who've come on for years in the live stream. This is not a bad background, eh? Long time. Some would say too long. Some would say too long. But I've had nothing to say. I've been fucking losing. What am I going to come on? Just come on and say I'm a fucking loser. Can it? Can it? I only really want to come on when I've got something worthwhile saying. Something positive. Spread the message. Spread the word. Spread the positive word. What's wrong, my love? Girlfriend's upset. But this is the real me. This is the real me. What? I look good? I look sexy? Not crazy at all. Peter Haas, long time no see. What you doing? Trading? Freelance advertising? Living in Natal? Okay. Just letting a few more guys come in, do 15, 20 minutes. Trading's going really, really well. Not really well, like nowhere near the levels I'd like it to be. I don't think trading's going very well for anyone. But for me, after I must have had about a year downturn. It was terrible. Thought they're doing really well. I thought I was fucked forever. I thought I was gonna have to quit. But pretty much a couple of months, 3 months after joining MIC, I changed my strategy a lot. And it's going a lot better. I'll show you the results of how things are going. Nothing spectacular, nothing I can really live off. Not anywhere, I don't think, unless it's in Vietnam in a mud hut. Nothing I could live off, but I am making money. It is going better, and I think if you can make money in the last 3 months, then you can definitely make money in easier markets. Because I remember a year ago I was a fucking idiot, and didn't have much discipline. I still made 100K. So I think if you can make money in these harder markets, then there's a good chance you're gonna make money in more. But I just thought I'd run through the stocks, run through what's going on, see what's on your radar, talk about what's on my radar. If you've got any stock suggestions, just have a chat. Like I'm by no means, don't mistake us for some teacher or guru. I'm absolutely not. I'm fucking learning just like you guys. I'm learning right now, learning with MIC with Bao and Alex. It's going well. I can relate to that to the point where I'm lucky if I have draw ups. Peter Hassey, I've been training my butt off, still working consistently. Still working on consistency. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'll show you what's working for me now. I'll just share screen one sec. May as well do 15 minutes together with everyone. Oops, a daisy. So let's make it smaller. I'll see you later. Okay, that's good. That's even better. Yeah, so I was losing. I was trying to short gappers. I was trying to short spikes, trying to short pushes on gappers, trying to short pretty much any gapper, anything with low volume, and I was just losing. It's down $1,000 about 4 months ago, and then stuff with MIC started to click a lot. And if you want to look into MIC or learn more, just hit us with a DM. I've got discounts on the courses and stuff like that as well. The courses are quite cheap with the discounts, but hit us on Twitter with a DM, Junk87. But over the last 3 months, from July until now, like right now, I'm like at all-time high. It's nothing, right? I've made $3,000 in the last few months. It's absolutely nothing. But I have tripled a $1,000 account into 3,000. So that's something I'm happy with, to triple an account in this market. It's fucking crazy. It's been really hard, but if I can do that, if I can get this account up to 10K, something like that, next year, maybe when the market's good, that can quickly turn into 100. And I've done it before, so I know I can do it again. But it's nice to be on your all-time highs. I've got a $220 max loss with Trade Zero. So you can see like this loss from 400 down to 77, like I didn't have a max loss in. Over the last few months, I've had a max loss that is not possible to remove. So literally, it's like this grind. It's like it can't just fall off a cliff. Like I'm trading with a max loss, and generally what I find is I can make 100 to 200 a day. Every now and then I hit a max loss, but I make more than I lose generally. This last month's been a bit static, but I'm hoping there's been some volatility. I'm hoping that I can push up, and if I do push up to like the 3,000-4,000 mark in this market, I'm really going to feel good and secure about me trading, because like I said, to quadruple an account in this market is no easy thing. It's one of the hardest things in the world. But so like again, like fucking there's millions of better traders than I am, but I am a profitable one, I can give you that. But I just want to say, like, how did I triple my account in such a terrible bear market? I mean, if you look at the SPY, I mean, today it's really strong. Thank God it's gone green, and thank God we're having this kind of bear rally coming. But it's like, it's like like this is a typical day. Like I'll make $100, make $100. Yesterday I made 225. But then every now and then I'll hit a max loss of 225. So like it's slowly grinding with a bunch of singles, like very typical. VEV, still trading gappers like I used to, but I trade them in a very new way now. So generally with gappers, like there was a lot of gappers this morning. Was it KITT was one of them? Like check out KITT. If you'd have tried to trade this, you would have been all over the place. It's a short add, and then it dumps, and then you add to the winner, and then it comes back up, or maybe you miss this, so you chase it down, and then you run underwater up and back, and then you have sixes. Like some of the gappers I found were difficult. So for me now, I literally just like let them fail. I'm like, whatever is the weakest gapper, I generally just take it. Hey Chief, good to see you, and good to see you. Yeah, it's going well. Cheers, Gav. But yeah, like I'm looking like, okay, so like if it goes through the 150s level, probably this stock, it's got a history of failing, lots of gap ups and fail, downtrend in stock. Still, that doesn't guarantee that it's going to fail. But generally, I'm looking at the balance between buyers and sellers, and I'm looking at where the momentum shift. And I saw Edu Trade say this in a chat with, I think, Be the Trader. I'm not sure who he said it with, but it's about where the momentum. No, he said it with on that Short Bear podcast guy, the guy from Puerto Rico. But anyway, he's called someone Capablanca, David Capablanca, I think. But when this stock falls through this 140s, 150s area, you can see that anyone who's been long, for me, anyone who's long in this entire channel, I know it's not a lot of liquidity, but this liquidity is underwater. So when all those longs have to sell, shorts are shortened, then in the shorts I'm going to immediately cover. So I can just predict that there's going to be more selling pressure than buying pressure through a technical standpoint. I didn't even look at the news, to be honest. I didn't even look at the float. I just knew technically that this was probably as a gap are going to fail. And there's been This is not the first chart that we've seen like this. I mean, I've been repeating this pattern quite consistently. It's a pattern that's working in the market a lot now. You can see just the other day I did the exact same thing. This is just living me life, living me best life. Oh no, that's not it. This is it. This is the same thing with the gap bar. So the gap has come up. A lot of the liquidities in the top half of the 450s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. When the liquidity snaps, I take the short and left a lot on the table. It's just my style. I scalp in this market. I'm not holding for bigger moves. FNGR actually made more money on. And the borrows are a bit expensive. It was 10, 20 bucks. I got $4 back, so like that's something. I got credited with trade zero. If you want it, all the trades I do, this tripling, quadrupling, this tripling this account. It's a 1,000 trade zero account. There's no PDT with trade zero. It's been good to triple the account with these guys. So also DMs and Twitter Junk87. You can get 3 months free 0 Pro. But this was not something I more normally do. But with this, it's like the chart's broken. It's popped up. It's came all the way back down, and then there's a bunch of resistance levels. So like, when it extended from the 5s to the 8s, it halted up here as well. It came through this level, and after the halt, I thought it's come a bit too far too fast. The halt's going to slow it down. And when I started to see selling pressure after the halt, it was a cue to try it short with risk on the high of the day and not staying around long, because after a stop, a lot of people think like, oh, it's up too much, it's going to come straight back down. But like, this stock's come from like 70 cents to 9. So if it starts showing like strength that it can run again, sometimes this dip, it's like, it's just a dip. Like, it's come from 5 to 9, so it can dip to 6. It's just consolidation. It doesn't mean it's broken. People might think it's broken. And this is a very nice, like, I'll let it just fall through green red and then push it back through red green, because a lot of shorts are going to get trapped in that area. And then it ran. KITT was just a. And again, like I see a lot of people shorting these death candles, and it's a trick by market makers, and then they rip it up after. So this was just like, after pushed through and came back down, it's just a little long, made nothing. I'm very tiny size on longs, just practicing a couple of bucks. But when this dropped down, it was initially now this support level. I just bought off the support level. Now they've got a more important support level. But I mean, that's it. Tops is an absolute no-go for me today. Won't be surprised if it squeezes after hours, but this move from the 3s to the 11s, it's guys, if you have any tickets, just shout them out. This move from the 3s to the 11s, it's going to gap up tomorrow and be close to the green red. So that's like it's going to be an overextended gap up that's likely going to go red, but the borrows will be expensive, I think, everywhere. Or it's going to open red and it's going to be like an overextended gap down setup. So tops tomorrow looks decent. Is a potential short. PGY is the similar story. It's gone from like now 1 to 3, which is still not loads. This could have another day in it easy. So it's like, it's just seeing like when this stock was red on the day, Peggy looks like a potential short. And I still think these are all inspired by the SPY running. KTT is an example of a gap that didn't work. FNGR, I've already gone through. It was a fantastic short yesterday. Really nice short from the 8s down to the 5s. You can't hold these too long ever. There used to be a trend again back in 2020, 2021, where like once the first red day was in, it would like generally come back down a couple of days, in my experience from what I saw. Now the market can be so strong that like they'll pull back one day and then the market makers will just put it higher. I don't know what's going on, like market maker madness. It's like the SEC doesn't regulate it, so they can just do whatever they want. I don't know, like HKD was another example. But I remember SHIP. Was SHIP not running? That's not. So this is one that I've missed. So SHIP's gone from 40 to 60 cents. So because Tops is running, SHIPs is running, I wouldn't underestimate this breaking out or running higher, because it's like a sympathy play. But it's like so little and undervalued. And really, there's not much else. Like generally, SOBR is traded in mil. I don't like a liquid stock, so that can go off the watch list. ATXI is like dropped a bunch and it's trading 2 mil, so like that can. So I've got like nothing to watch. Gavin's saying AVDL was crazy all the way back to red after the intraday move. AVDL. AVDL. Oh my god, that's wild. It's the type of thing I see Chris Verma playing, these low parabolics on low volume. Type of thing Verma play. He might have had a good day today, but then he might have got wrecked on fucking Peggy or tops. Some of those strategies are a bit too aggressive for me. Yeah, but 6 to 8 and all the way back down is just a fucking dump. It's on light volume. Not. I mean, I don't know how to trade that because there's no resistance that you can really trade off. I don't see any recent resistance other than obviously the daily's got like the 8 level. It's just not my. It's like it works. It obviously works. Like it's pushing the resistance, but yeah, it's if you play off like the daily levels of like the 8s or the 850s, topped out in the 9s, like yeah, it's just a weird one, eh? What else we got? So we've got Peggy Tops Kit, FNGR, CSCW, Breakout, but not interested really long or short. Vev, we've gone through SHPH, we've gone through LABD. That looks like a terrible broken chart. It's a $20 stock, but that's going through green red right now. But at this point, it's just not my style. Like if I'd have saw it, maybe that it got. I actually was looking at this in the 23s. It just didn't get high enough to be a trade, but right idea. APRN dead and doesn't look like it's coming back. SNTI. Beautiful run on SNTI from the 1s to the 5s. It's a nice day one. Sorry, it's multiple day run, but this is the main run. If it bangs its head off like the 5s on the green red level, that's a potential short, but I don't like the ones that grind like this. I like the ones that just come straight up and straight down, similar to AVDL. But otherwise, I think that's it. I just hope the SPY keeps on running because I've got a decent amount of money invested in the SPY and the overall global markets. So like I've been buying lower and lower and lower with these global markets. So I just hope they recover soon because I'm currently like sitting negative on savings. Like, do you only save money? Like I've put money, I've given it to someone else to save, like a institution or whatever. And I'm like, so I'm paying these guys to invest me money. And year on year, like they make 20% a year, right? But obviously when bad things happen, they lose. Like when coronavirus happened, they lost like 40%, but then they went up 150% or something. But like it's not very nice paying someone to manage your money and like me portfolios. I don't know how much it's down, like 15%, 10%, 8%, I don't know. But like I know that when this market rallies, global markets rally, like it's worth holding and adding lower every month. Every month I invest lower. And when this does come up, I have a low average. It's not like the SPY is ever going to fail forever, is it? Shouldn't in my lifetime anyway. If it does, it does. Got to play with money you can lose. But that's it. Not much. Market's kind of crap. Like normally I'll check the top scanners, the high day scanners and stuff like that. But there's normally I'll not check them on the day. I'll check them the next day. I'll see what's running on the scanners, what's running, what ran the night before, what ran on the day. I'll just add them to this list and just see when they're going to break down. Just repeat the same process over and over and over. Thanks for watching, guys. It was fun.